Make sure you tune in to find out all the latest news. Let's go Rangers.
Blueshirt Underground,
Can't BS a Ranger fan. Can't BS a Ranger fan.
This is an unlawful gathering. This is an unlawful gathering. The truth is out there. The truth is out there.
This is the underground. This is new media. This is the underground. This is new media.
Ranger fans, remember what's the critical thinking hangar. Ranger fans, remember what's the critical thinking hangar.
And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers. And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers.
This is New York Rangers hockey. 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 This is New York.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Blueshirt Underground Show. Today is Monday. It is April 5th. It is a huge day, and it's Monday night, and that means one thing. Eddie, take it away.
Tonight, the New York Rangers put the salve on the wounds after losing to the Buffalo Sabres. Sam Darnold traded to the Carolina Panthers. Guess what, Sam? You're going to stink there just like you stunk in New York. Also, Tage Thompson found dead in a back alleyway after beating the Rangers in overtime. That's all I got. Welcome to the Blueshirt Underground Radio. I've got to get this pretzel out of my mouth. I'm joking because it's too dry. That's right. Now the great Jim Speederberg. Jimmy, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Eddie, as always, for that great introduction. Not only is it Monday, April 5th, not only are the Rangers sinking, fading, but ladies and gentlemen, it is opening day for the New York Mets.
Meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and meet the Mets. Bring your kids, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the worst time of your life. Well, the Mets are really not the Met ball. Hitting the foul balls over the wall.
East side, west side,
Everybody's coming down to meet the M-E-T-S Mets of New York.
oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where they go to meet the Mets. Oh, they holler and they cheer and they're jumping in their seats, where they go to meet the Mets. Oh, the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, 'cause we got ourselves an owner with bucks to spend in town. Give them the money! Give them the game! And let them know you're rooting in the stands. Come on and meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Step right up and meet the Mets. Francisco Lindor just struck out. What a fuss we got the guy all about. Really sucking the ball.
Knocking those foul balls over the wall.
East side, west side.
Nobody.
Everybody's coming down to meet
See the
M-E-T-S Mets of New York.
All right, enough.
Yes, let's go Mets, baby.
Oh boy.
The great
Keon.
Stephen Feigenbaum, I think I said his name right, who Eddie and I know for quite a few
Many
years
years,
going
yeah.
back. He teaches class in Korea. He taught his students, who I gather don't speak a whole lot of English, he taught them how to sing Meet the Mets, and I posted it on my Facebook the other day. It was absolutely fantastic because, of course, there's accents and things of that nature and certain mispronunciations of words, and, it was just great to hear.
Well, during when the Mets were really bad, I mean, really bad, I made up my whole alternative song, which you may have heard while the real theme was going over. But I'm going to say something here, and I'm going.
Tony D'Angelo's here.
Wow. Tony D. You're right.
Welcome to the broadcast. Well, Tony's probably a Phillies fan, right?
Yeah, he's from New Jersey. There forthwith.
Right.
What was I going to talk about? Oh, that was the first time I ever heard the second stanza of that song.
Really? And what's funny is that Steven actually even taught his class the second verse of that song, which I was really impressed with.
I'm going to have my wife memorize that, even though she's a big Cubs fan.
And let's see. The Mets go quietly in the top of the first. Anyway, so here we are, Eddie.
We're not going to go quietly, I can tell you that much.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
Oh, forget about it.
We win 2, we lose 1. We beat the best team in the league. We lose to the worst team in the league. Up and down, up and down.
Well, they
what are we
took our
doing?
advice, right? They took my advice. Shesterkin. I preached it on the last broadcast. Quinn was listening. You should listen to more what me and you have to say here. We have a lot less problems. I'm going to say that one really hurt. Just to the fact that we're supposedly chasing the Bruins. You can't beat that team. That, to me, I don't know. I don't know if you want to call it heart. I don't want to call it desire. They really didn't do much. They didn't. Tony D'Angelo's cracking up. They didn't do too much in the way of trying to win that game, and that's what really. You will, Matt, in June. I hope my wife in a drunken stupor in Atlantic City bet the Cubs and the Bulls to win the respective championships. So you got great odds, by the way. That's what seems supposed to stink. You and Matt going on a road trip to Chicago, or I don't know if it coincides maybe with a family visit. I might meet up with him. I'm not really keen on traveling with Matt. I mean, I like Matt. But I don't think he wants to travel with me either. He might want to do his own thing. He might be a museum guy or an aquarium guy. Whereas, I mean, the Chicago Aquarium is really nice, but I've been there. So what the fuck am I talking about? I'm talking about the New York Rangers here. And I don't know if you felt it, Jim. Did you feel that way? Was it a very disheartening loss? Yes and no. I don't have the expectations for this team that I think other people have, and I don't. So there haven't been a lot of losses that piss me off. Buffalo, for whatever reason, and I really don't think I don't really necessarily buy into the Rangers playing down to the Sabres level. I just think Sabres just play them well for whatever reason. I mean, for a bad team, they sure look pretty decent against the Rangers. The Rangers still got 4 out of 6 from them. But yeah, it was just disheartening for the second night in a row to blow a late lead and have to even go to overtime. And then this conservative overtime approach where everybody's afraid to shoot the puck. And, they got away with it the first game when Zibanejad scored in overtime. And then the second game, the great, who was it, Ryan Thompson? Thompson. Bobby Thompson? A guy named Tage. Bobby Thompson, the shot heard around the world. Put the Rangers away and put them to bed the other night. Tony D'Angelo. Tony predicting that he will return. Wow. Word is that Tony's going to be heading to the Panthers. That's what I'm hearing.
Is that what you're hearing from your sources?
My sources are saying he's going to the Panthers. And hopefully they can get a lot for him. Okay.
But it's
Are you really gonna put this the Sabres play us well? They got stiffs who are waiting to be traded on the team. Half the team wants to be traded. Oh, Taylor Hall, Joe. Oh, Joe. Oh,
they have played. They have played better since their coaching change. I mean, that's as a lot of teams do. They've played better. I mean, they've gotten wins in three out of.
We're playing the Rangers.
It's not just playing the Rangers.
Tied the Flyers.
I don't want to focus on Buffalo too much, but speaking of Taylor Hall, what's happened to that guy? Is it just the Buffalo
like 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, is it just Buffalo malaise?
Of course.
Or is that all it is? I have actually.
There's a lot of malaise going around.
A lot of malaise.
Yeah.
So you think the minute he's out of Buffalo, he gets traded to Dallas or something tomorrow, he instantly turns back into an MVP type player?
I don't think he'll ever regain that MVP form with the Devils.
You don't think so?
It's going to happen. But the other guys, was it Eric Stahl too? I don't know if they signed him this year. I don't know.
He's been traded already, hasn't he?
Has he?
And was that a home run? I thought that was a home run. Oh, they didn't. Nope, they didn't get him. Okay, they got him at third. Wow, nailed
the fucking game. I'm trying to think. Eric Stahl got traded already.
I'm sorry. Eric Stahl was traded. Yes,
I'm already $1 a day late and $1 short. I got to do some research. You went to the Canadians. This just in my brain.
See, I'm watching the baseball game, but I knew Eric Stahl was traded.
I know it's true. It's that Buffalo malaise.
Oh my goodness! So, a guy in the Phillies just hit a ball to the wall that I thought was a home run, but it turned out it wasn't. And then
he got thrown out at third.
Nailed him trying to stretch it into three.
I got news for you guys. I mean, I'm sorry, but I apologize for the Eric Stahl buffoonery. But really, it's game one, guys. You got to calm down. Right? I know you're excited.
Yeah, can't be excited. If you can't be excited on opening day, you can't get excited.
That's true.
Hope springs eternal. So, I know you'll be asking in July, when does baseball season start?
Yeah. I mean, I follow it, but I used to be so into it. But anyway. So all right, so Stahl's gone. I had Kyle Okpo. How many times do I have to hear was it Rasmus Dahlin has picked up his game, Sam? And oh my God, these guys were just they have a fetish with the other team. It's unhealthy. They do. They really do. It's an unhealthy broadcast. I got to hear about every guy on the other team. Well, they were quite aware when the Rangers had 3 number 1 draft picks out there, though. The kids, Joe. How about to put the puck in the fucking net? I'm sick and tired of it. Well, I'm not sick and tired of it. Let's face it, folks. The New York Rangers you're watching that fucking Mets game, aren't you? Look at him.
No, I'm looking at the stats actually from the Buffalo game. I was looking up.
All right. Well,
if I'm looking over here, I'm looking
that's
at the Mets
Mets.
Game. This is right here. This is all show and Ranger stuff. So unless I'm looking all the way over here, I'm camera and I'm on camera one.
I can't multitask.
The studio.
I can't even get into the fact that Eric Stahl was traded to the Canadians like a week ago. All right, now here we go. We gotta the Rangers are like the youngest team in the league. I mean,
yes, that is true.
We got to take our lumps, but really, I don't want to take our lumps against Buffalo, who's throwing every. They got our old bus draft picks playing. Stephen Fogarty's playing for them.
Fatso Fogarty getting a lot of ice time for them too. I kept hearing his name. Just couldn't quite catch on with the Rangers.
Yeah, I can see why. I didn't look good at all.
Hey, he's better on faceoffs than anybody on our team.
That's true. Oh, Gus, if you start with that tank, baby tank, what's tanky got us? More headaches.
And he liked it better when we were picking 15th.
Yeah. I saw Carl Hagelin was pretty good his first couple of years as a Ranger. These guys, these superstars, they got Carl Hagelin stats at the end of the year. All right. I'm not going to go off on some stupid tangent, but I probably will. I just think, it just annoyed me. They couldn't get the job done knowing that Boston won earlier in the day. They knew they had a goal. They came out. They weren't good. Their first goal, you're talking about Linus, whatever they're calling him this week. Ullmark, how great he was just because he stopped Kravtsov. What?
Rhymes with penis.
Yeah, Linus Ullmark rhymes with penis. Gives it one of the worst goals I've ever seen. Not worst goals, a terrible first goal. If you watch the replay of that first goal where Panarin kind of banks it in on him, he's sitting down for like an hour. I thought he was taking a rest, Mark. He went down, and he never got up, and he just put it back in the net.
Right.
Terrible goal. And the Rangers had no push, nothing coming in. I saw more odd man rush for the Sabres than I saw for the Rangers. Excuse me. I just saw nothing. I saw nothing for 3 periods. No desire to win, nothing. The power play failing at opportune times. Again, now there's a big controversy with this power play now. Larry Brooks a week ago, I don't know what. I have no sense of time. But didn't he say that the Rangers are Derek Queen. Now, about the power play, we rely too heavily on the first unit. Is that when Larry Brooks was entitlement, a culture of entitlement, or some shit like that? What do you come up with this stuff?
That's a torts term. That's the old torts. The old
tortsy.
Yeah? Tortsy. Yeah, that's his thing. The sense of entitlement.
Oh, I don't know. Chris Kreider only scores on the power play. Panarin is a god. And Ryan Strome. Or Zibanejad, rather. So, I mean, these are the only guys who can score goals. Who do you want to put on the power play? Well, you want to put Rooney on the first line? I mean, I don't understand. Who's entitled? Anybody that scores is entitled to play the power play as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
I mean, what? The second unit doesn't get equal? You see the Capitals getting all pissy because Ovechkin plays a minute 40 of their power play? No. You put the puck in that, you're supposed to play.
Right.
I don't know who he wants on that second line. He's just that he has to get in. That's in the stupid article, Larry. I know you're watching. Why don't you repeat what I repeat? I repeat the truth. As long as I don't have to go into statistics or give you the wins and losses or recent transactions, I'm good. I'm a genius.
Tony D making proclamations in the chat.
Fixed.
You should call in. You should call in.
Yeah, call in.
Let's get to the bottom of all of this. If you know
who Tony D is. He's probably the one who's always using the communist thing.
Well, we just know we know it ain't Costa.
No. Number 1 draft pick. Yeah, here's another 5-goaler for you. Throw him on the power play.
Our chat room is in rare form already tonight.
Oh, Joe.
Both squeak, but Jeff Diamond and Dustin Diamond aren't related, Sam.
Adam Fox and Jamie Fox, no relation. Fucking idiots. Worse and worse. It gets. Doesn't get any better. There was like a joke made, and then Sam had like no response for like 45 seconds, and he just let it go. I forgot what it was. Oh, put away the window. Oh, you're a referee now. And then Sam
I got to put my striped shirt away.
He just and ad-lib anything. What is he afraid something dirty is going to come out of his mouth? Well, at least I'm not circumcised. What does he think he's going to say? It's going to be so offensive. Say something, Sam.
At least I don't eat ham.
Yeah. Yeah, you wear it. It's on your head. Ham Rosen. That bastard. I tell you, I really got me that game, man. Really should have just won that game easily. It's like playing an AHL team. Yeah, I know that Buffalo's been playing a little bit better. They're playing that up-pace system. What? First of all, the Rangers, I'm sick and tired of talking it, but I'll talk about it until this broadcast. Dusty Gooch. Yes, Dusty Gooch. That's an informed listener, Tony D'Angelo is. And watcher now that we're on TV. Right. We're on TV. I guess you could be on TV if you're on YouTube. But whatever. I'm just rambling. So, really should have just beat that team. I was frustrated with the effort. I mean, so much so, Jim, later on the broadcast, the wheel of blame will be brought up.
Wheel of blame, yes.
That's right, everybody. Stay tuned. Wheel of blame.
And all its finery.
Yes. Dusty Gooch. I have to say, one of the all-time greats, Dusty Gooch. We have an AHL coach. Well, I don't know if this guy Granado could come on. We're at least even with Buffalo. Come on.
This was a good one. Did you hear that one?
No, is that what he said?
Yeah. To our non-Jewish music, celebrate Passover. It's a fabulous holiday.
Is this guy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs or what?
Oh, he's something else, I'll tell you.
They got to take him off the air. I can't believe he actually said that. You know, they're going to have to physically take him off the air, I think. Anyway.
Now, see, this is what I was talking about a couple weeks ago, by the way. You know, since the last time we were on the air, which was last Monday night, Rangers came out the very next night, beat up Washington 5-2. Then they beat Buffalo. So you got two wins in a row, feeling good. And then they drop a stinker. And then we got to come on the air and the wins kind of get lost.
It's true. Because the last thing you remember is the last game, the most Sam celebrate Kwanzaa. It's a great holiday, even though it was invented by some college professor.
Dreidel.
I just don't get the guy. I mean, he's just incapable of calling a game and ad-libbing, and he's like a robot. Anyway, so I don't know where I was. I mixed up with there's jokes all over this freaking chat room that are cracking me up. I'm just frustrated.
Mike Jacobitz, I tried it. Sam was right. I'm an Orthodox Jew now.
That's right. I don't get it.
Mazel tov, Mike.
Yeah.
Guess that's all we can say.
Merry Christmas. Now, you might not believe in Jesus, but it's a great holiday anyway. So all you Jews celebrate Christmas. What is he talking about?
Right.
The guy's it's even more frustrating. All right, so we'll get back to the Buffalo game. Let's talk about some of the good stuff.
All right.
Let's talk about the Cap game. Oh, did I love this Cap game. Ryan Lindgren and Ovechkin. Did you see what that little chirp fest they had?
Oh yeah, Lindgren telling him,
shut up.
Shut up.
Just shut up.
Shut up. Just shut up.
Because it's not like you can get Ovechkin in a. I mean, the guy's a Hall of Famer. You gotta want to stand the cup.
Right, guy's one of the. He's one of the all-time greats, and here's this 20-year-old, 21-year-old just tell him, "Shut up." Ryan Lindgren don't give a fuck who you are. He don't give a fuck who you are.
That was very, very impressive.
So
I don't know. Maybe he's got captain material.
I'm telling you,
That's your pick?
I've been saying it. That's
He's got the grit.
He's a leader, right? Isn't that what a leader does? Doesn't a leader tell the best player in hockey to shut up? Chris,
Yeah.
you don't see Chris Kreider telling him to shut up.
Oh God.
Mika Zibanejad's playing rock paper scissors with Brad Marchand.
Yeah, and they're Kreider's patting everybody's ass on the way to the locker room.
Right. Give me
leader.
give me the guy telling Alex Ovechkin to shut up. Give me that guy. Put the C on his chest. Immediatamente.
I'd say he's my front runner right now. I don't want to do it to Adam Fox because I think it'll become like a Leach situation.
Yeah, just let Adam Fox play. Let him
play. Like, don't again. This is here nor there about what's relevant in Ranger world, but
this chat room has come to play tonight.
I know they are on opening day. Oh.
And Bill Chadwick is here.
Oh, wait, Bill.
Jim, I didn't know what a bris was until the night Duguay Johnstone and I went to the Jewish bar in Manischewitz. We had so much to drink, I ended up on a table in the back with a lot less.
Wow.
Bill Chadwick pronouncing to the world he is circumcised.
Wow.
Nicely done, Bill.
I gotta tell you, this is a live crowd here.
Yeah.
This is just do the show. Diane Eck is here. Hello, Diane. How are you?
If you are listening to this the following morning on the podcast, you are missing out when you are not here in the chat room and cannot see what's going on here because it's insane.
It's comedy writers abound. Ranger comedy writers.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. So that Cap win was divine.
Down 2-0 in that game. Storming back. They were down 2-0 early in that game.
Yes. I'm trying to see what do I remember about that game? I remember
Kako scored a goal. That game should stick out for that reason alone.
Which goal was that? I forgot. I've completely drawn a blank on that. Refresh me. Give me the.
Do we want to take a look at it? We could do
Yeah,
that.
let's take a look at it because it's a little fuzzy. Capo Kako, was that the tip in like on the side of the net? On the side. I don't know. We earned a split according to this. Oh, Mr. 5 goals. There it is. Yeah, it was from the side. Okay. All right. Gore. Yes. You're good for a penalty shot. You got your 5 goals. That's another thing. I know we're talking about the Washington game, and right now I'm back to the Buffalo game. I'm sorry, I can't let it go. Do we want to review the Cap game? Go ahead. I'll let you speak because I don't remember anything about that Cap game.
Well, there was
Oh, that was the game I was in Atlantic City for.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't remember it because I was inebriated.
Oh, we also had this beautiful Adam Fox goal.
I'm wondering why I couldn't remember what the hell happened. Score! Yeah, I was at the Borgata watching this in the sports book. By the way, I went 4 for 5 in my hockey picks, including the New York Rangers, by the way.
Nice. Oh, baby from Sam.
Oh, he did say that?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't hear the audio on this. There he is. He's got the chin of that. Who was that guy in the Wacky Races? Penelope Pitstop's boyfriend.
I don't remember.
Come on, guys. Who remembers the Wacky Races? Right? Not
I remember
racists.
them, but I don't remember who you're talking
The
about.
Wacky Racists. The Wacky Racers. Or the Wacky Races. It was Penelope Pitstop had a boyfriend, not Dudley Do-Right, but it was something like that. His boyfriend, her boy, it looks like Adam Fox's chin. I actually, as a combo, the Geik family came back with about $100. And while I was there, I posted this on the Facebook. There was kind of like an, I don't want to say, I don't know if he was Indian or Pakistani or if that's the same thing. I don't think it is because it's two different countries. But he was a Ranger fan. And yes, I was, wow, it was unbelievable.
You're a believer, huh?
Those
pretzels are amazing.
My wife, when she had that pretzel, it was like she saw the face of Jesus. She loved this pretzel. Because I've been hyping it, you know?
Right.
And I didn't believe it either when I first sat like, oh, this pretzel, but yeah, right. I've heard this all before, certain things. I had the and it's just like, oh my God, it's like the holy grail of pretzels. So I'm in the sports book, and this Ranger fan, he's like, don't worry, we're going to come back. I go, hey, man, whatever you say, man, I'm drunk and I got money. And he's like, they're going to come back. I tell you. I don't know the language I'm doing, the accent I'm doing anyway. And he starts calling Panarin the $81 million man. Now, I have never heard anyone refer to this guy as the $81 million man. And as on the Facebook post, and I'll ask you now, Jim, have you ever heard anybody called their name of their salary that is good? Usually it's a derogatory comment.
Right.
A derogatory. 4 million. Yeah, like 4 million, Mr. 4 million.
4 million.
And Ryan Callahan. And we all remember these guys that wanted them more money. Well, maybe what Rick Nash made. I know we talked about his annual salary all the time.
Right.
Anyway, so that's why I don't remember a lot of what happened in the game. First of all, I had no announcers. There was 31 other TVs going on at the moment. I had bets all over the hockey world. So I'm watching the Edmonton-Montreal game. I'm watching the Columbus Lightning game, which I had Columbus, who was a big underdog against the Lightning. And so I apologize. I don't remember that game too well. But is that where Sam said about the Yom Kippur or whatever he said?
I don't. Whatever day was the first day of Passover. That was when he made that comment.
Okay.
So.
You ever notice how the Catholic and the Jewish holidays kind of like always overlap? Like Holy Week is also Passover or like, right, Chris? It has to. It's part of the calendar. For eternity, they've always overlapped. All right. Sorry, Charlie Osby Spamonte. I was asking some questions. Anyway, what else? What else I have to say? Oh yeah, okay. So that was a comeback win for the Ages. They play Buffalo. They take care of business. So so they lose to Buffalo.
Well, that Buffalo game, the one that they won, they were ahead 2-1 in that game, and Buffalo scored with 3.6.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Shoot me.
Tage Thompson got the tying goal in that game.
Thompson.
Yes.
He's becoming a new one.
Right. He's the new
Gonna
Jeff
go in the
Skinner.
books with Jason Chimera and the rest of them.
Right. Jason fucking Chimera.
We can't stop. We can now stop Jeff Skinner, but we can't stop Tage Thompson.
Right.
All right. So let's go back to this Buffalo game, which I'm still obsessed with.
From last night? Or
Yeah, from last the other
or
night.
Saturday night.
Saturday Night Fever.
Right.
The overtime. They're playing puck possession. They're not looking for any shots. They don't want to score. What is this, Jim?
They're too fancy. The whole team's too fancy.
Everything's looking for a one-timer.
And I don't know if that's on the coach. Ryan Strome seemed to allude to that maybe on the coach. But they're too fancy.
What did Ryan Strome say?
I actually didn't read the whole article.
I can't believe you're not prepared.
No,
I'm prepared all the time. I come here with all the right trades and everything. I know up to date what's going on with the Rangers.
All right. Is Thomas Kluchek still on the Rangers?
Yes. He looked good last night.
Where is that Ryan Strome article? Now I can't find it. I can tell you that this was just put out in the Post. Mark Pavlich's death was ruled a suicide.
Wow. Yeah, there's something weird going on in Ranger World with that. I won't address it on this show, but it's just me and Jim have talked about it privately. I don't know if I should. Nah, I'm not going to talk about it. I got to resist not to be a blabbermouth. Yeah, that sucks, man. I mean, you talk about a great talent. I don't think that guy knew how much he was loved, by Ranger fans and people who follow hockey. And he had mental illness, so it's terrible. It's a tragedy.
Yes, it is.
I mean, he was talking about a guy who gave it his all on the ice. So what did Strome say? Strome could be
he basically I can't find the article now. It was maybe it was in our group. He said something about that it's the coaching staff,
that makes them want to set up plays like that.
Here it is. Ryan Strome, who has emerged as one of the league's most. I'm sorry, it was in another article. Emerged as one of the league's most productive centers since hooking up with Artemi Panarin at the start of last season. Pretty much threw down the gauntlet on Thursday, following the where is it? Following the Rangers' overtime victory in Buffalo. He might as well have told the coaching staff, thanks for the advice, but no thanks. This was about as much swagger as a Ranger has displayed since Mark Messier swatted Doug Gilmour upside the head in front of the Devils bench in Game 2 of the 1997 second round and strutted through the rest of the series without opposition. I think we could shoot the puck more. I think sometimes we tend to shoot for quality, not quantity. And sometimes it helps us and sometimes it doesn't. So I think especially with our top guys, you can't micromanage it. I think you just have to trust that we see the right play and that we're going to make the right play. So what can we deduce from that declaration? That the Rangers' top six, or at least the five veterans, including Strome, Panarin, Zibanejad, Kreider, and Buchnevich, are going to dance with the ones that brung them to the show.
What does that mean? They're going to do what they're going to do.
I guess. I don't know what the hell it means.
Again, if you're productive, then I have no problem with that. Yes, there are games where the Rangers are very frustrating. But if you look at those guys' seasons, they're all good. I mean, Zibanejad's come on of late. I mean, all those points against the Flyers certainly helped. But you can't ask people to shoot when it goes against their instincts. The Rangers should have more. Well, I'll tell you what about Strome. I've liked this guy since the beginning because he does speak his mind. Now, whether that fits in, and I do owe an apology to the New York Rangers organization, unlike that guy from Blueshirt Barbecue. What was his name?
Adam Herman.
Right. Who
That
never
guy?
came out and apologized.
And still
Right.
has not emerged on Twitter.
All right. Well, that man is not a man. When I screw up, I admit it. I really thought that Brendan Lemieux, the LA King, the Los Angeles King, was really found his way to LA. Wow, that rhymes. By maybe an emerging culture that was burgeoning in the Rangers organization, as far as we don't want anybody who's outside the box, who does social media, this and that. But I was wrong in that conjecture, as it was later found out that Brendan Lemieux asked for that trade.
Right.
Now, what do you guys think about that? Jim, what do you think about that?
Look, if
He's
a guy,
a favorite of yours and you're betrothed.
yeah, if he thinks he can do better, and if he's capable of more than he's getting, then go ahead, ask for the trade.
There's something wrong with that guy. He showed me nothing that showed me he deserves more minutes. I
stand corrected, by the way. Adam Herman has reemerged on Twitter, but very quietly. More in the replying to a couple of people, and nothing, no apology, no nothing. He's still a classless douchebag. Anyway,
what is he got? He got recipes for tater tots with cheese or something to go with the barbecue.
I'm sure he will resume lecturing white people on Twitter shortly.
Oh, wonderful. So what do you think? Brendan Lemieux was a favorite of yours? Favorite of your girls? Let him ride too easy on this because he's Brendan Lemieux.
No, I mean, what am I going to say? I mean, he's a fourth line guy.
Fourth line. You want more playing time?
I liked him, but I'm over it. There's been 2 games since the trade, and I'm over it.
Fred Howden said that.
Did my same thing? I'm like the de facto Brett Howden defender. I'm not ordering a Brett Howden.
Lemieux, you could see us. We were endeared to him because of his physicality and
his chirping, of course. You love the mouth on him, whatever. But I can tell you that my future missus did not take it well. I can tell you that she was very upset. And for 2 days, she was saying, "I can't believe they traded Brendan." Well, we didn't know that the first 2 days.
Oh, okay, all right.
That didn't come out until a couple of days later. So,
I don't know. I felt the whole thing was. You got number 1 draft picks. Oh, what happened? What's going on?
Nothing. Why?
I thought. Anytime I lift up my hat when I'm watching a game, something's going on, like a baseball game.
No, I just had to fix I just had to reposition.
That's how you know I'm stressed, when I take off my hat and put it back on. I don't know. China for a year.
Go over there and catch the Wu flu.
Oh. Anyway, I thought it took a little bit of nads. I mean, this is a guy who's having a hard time catching on with any team, and now he was even playing the second power play unit at one time.
Yep, absolutely. I think the Rangers gave him every chance to be successful, but he disagrees. It's his career. Who am I to argue with him?
You're a fan.
I'm some fat fucking schlub in Freemansburg, Pennsylvania.
No, you're not. You're beautiful.
Doing a YouTube show, and I'm trying to get Tony D'Angelo to call into here from the chat room.
You're a beautiful.
So what do I know?
You're a beautiful, vibrant young man.
Thank you. What do I know? Hey, look, good luck and God bless.
I like to hold a grudge, Jim. I want to hold a grudge forever. Can't wait for you to ask out L.A.
You used to yell at me for holding you used to yell at me for all those years holding a grudge against those Caps fans.
Well, guess what?
That screamed at me in 1994.
COVID changed me.
It changed us all.
It changed us all. Now I want to hold grudges against the whole world. God. I thought that was pure nasty. Yeah, speaking of COVID, when's Fred Howard getting out? He's been on COVID
I don't know.
protocol for like 3 months.
He must have a mutant strain.
He's got some kind of strain, Fred Howard.
He's got that Great Britain strain that we keep hearing about, every time they want to scare us. Oh, there's 3 new strains just came out in England. Put on 3 masks. 3 masks, 4 condoms, face shield, gloves, goggles.
Everything. All right. Paul Gaduzzi's asking us a question. I can't see it. Can you post it?
If I'm not mistaken, the video for Eminence Front is from the Who's concert at Shea Stadium, but I could be wrong about that, which may be why they played it on Channel 9 during that game.
I know what you do the outro music.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's a great song. Dun, 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 dun.
What's Don Henley's what?
It's a put on. Dun, 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 dun. Don Henley's Driving with Your Eyes Closed.
I don't think I know that song.
Not sure.
Was that off the Building the Perfect Beast album?
I might have Eminence Front stuck in my head.
Eminence Front was the video was a rehearsal. That was kind of live. Was a live rehearsal.
But was it at Shea Stadium?
No, not the video.
Okay.
But they did play Shea Stadium,
right?
And the recorded version is off of "It's Hard," which the live versions of that song sound better than the recorded versions. Believe it or not. In my all right, so it was off the Building the Perfect Beast, which was a big Don Henley album back in the day. So we went from Don Henley to now I see a lot of people are having a problem with Colin Blackwell. Again, he's producing. What are you worried about him out there on overtime? What are you worried about him out there? I mean, everybody can't. It just can't be all the young guys. You know how these coaches are too. They're always going with the hot hand. The hot hand. He had a good game. I played him in the. This again. Jim has said this many times. This is not NHL '94, whatever. Right. What year is this?
21.
What do they call the new game?
NHL 21.
It's not 2K21.
No. What do they call that NHL 94 nowadays?
What do they call that? NHL 1900? 94? I don't know what's wrong with it. I think
Blades of Steel.
Blades of Steel. Good games. Good games. Is Gus? Gus, are you going anti-Quinn now? I don't know.
He's isn't he anti-everything? Isn't he just anti? He's like anti-Ranta.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I guess since we're talking about it so much, let's get to the wheel of blame, Jim.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, sounds good to me. Dun, 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 dun.
Are you gonna play your music for it?
Dun, 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 dun. Does Costa shit in the woods? Dun, 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 dun. He is in the studio, by the way, awaiting his appearance. Let me just check my levels here. Hang on.
Diane, you are correct. There's always a goat every year or multiple goats. It never can just because I think Ranger fans, they feel personally hurt by a loss. They feel offended.
Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business. Let's get to the wheel of blame. There it is. With the gnome and the Mark Messier bobblehead.
Messier's head seems to be he's leaning a little to the left.
Right. Messier looks like he's had a few. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the items up for betting on the wheel of blame. We've got David Quinn's hair gel. We've got Capo Crapo Shootout Y. Ham Rosen the jinx at every turn. Tage fucking Thompson. 5-goal scorer Quinn Picks.
That would be Capo again.
New York Rangers couldn't close a ziplock. Hey, Crides, how about a 5-on-5 goal? My personal favorite, Costa's fart-ridden gaming chair.
Yeah.
In case you missed it last week, Costa gave away his gaming chair. And now it's on the wheel of blame. DMX's overdose. The Rangers obviously very upset about this, Eddie.
As is the world.
Right. If Trouba could only hit the net. No Howden in the lineup. Super Trooper.
He's a super trooper.
And the anti-Italian discrimination.
No eye ties in that lineup last night.
No eye ties in the lineup. So place your bets.
Let's see what the bets are coming in.
Place your bets. The early favorite is Costa's fart-ridden gaming chair. Leading the way. The odds are, I think it's 3-2 on that one.
Any more bets before I get to the wheel?
Matt Morello has placed his bet. He's betting the favorite. Sean McCaff betting the favorite. Gruntilda the Hut is betting on Sam Rosen the Jinx. Kevin Cosmo says, give me the Ziploc bag. Andro SFL says it's got to be the chair. Paul Gaduzzi says it's David Quinn's hair. Let's get it going, Eddie. Spin that wheel. Let's see what we got. Round and round she goes. And it stops on. Is that Brett Howden not in the lineup?
Yeah,
Wow.
we got to spin it again. That's lame.
We don't like the answer. We just spin it again. Round and round goes the Panda Express wheel of blame. And it lands on David Quinn's hair gel.
Nah, spin it again. Not funny enough.
No Italians in the lineup.
All right, I'll take it. Final answer.
So the lack of La Cosa Nostra in the Rangers lineup is what is getting the blame. Tony D'Angelo bet on the hair gel.
I mean, congratulations to all you winners out there. I think I now know who Tony D'Angelo is by him loving that hair gel comment. I believe it is a Kurt Chanel, I think.
Oh, really?
I don't know if I said his name right. So as we do often, the Wheel of Blame has many spins.
Right. The Wheel of Blame tends to go to overtime a lot, just like the Rangers do.
Yes. Well, I would have loved that fell on Costa's fart-ridden gaming chair. Jim was in hysterics before the show when I announced that.
Fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic.
Yes. Well, So what else? We want to bring on Mr. Fart-ridden Gaming Chair now? See what he's got to say?
Yeah, the link, if you want to come on with us, is in the chat. Just copy and paste it into your mobile device browser. If you have a Apple device, put it in your Safari. If you have an Android, put it in your Chrome. Come on, join the fun. Let's say hello to Costa. See what he's giving away tonight. What's going on, Costa?
What's this?
A bat.
He's got a
don't make me. Okay.
He's gonna. Yeah, that's right. He's doing.
That's his wooden spoon.
Oh boy, yeah.
Have you changed
the days, man?
Have you changed the setup for the man cave?
He's got a couple of bottles of pills there.
Where are you now?
I see some pills.
I got apple cider vinegar pills. I got fucking my.
Aren't you full of enough piss and vinegar? You got to take pills.
No, apple cider vinegar. You
What's
ever heard of those things?
No, what does it do? What does it help?
It helps
cleans out your system.
It helps you go to the bathroom, among other things.
I mean, what number 1 and number 2? It helps. 2? Really?
Helps you take a Brandon Dubinsky.
I never heard of that.
It does that. It helps it keeps you pH balanced. That's the one it is.
Wow.
Keeps you pH
You're the
balanced.
most imbalanced person I know.
Anyways, I got gum. Got some gum.
All right, this ain't show tell, Costa. You're wasting my time here. I mean, I want to hear some analyzations.
Jesus. No, I'm off.
I'm sorry, I put you under too much pressure.
Yeah. Anyways,
Did you get in a fight?
Who?
You got a big bruise on your face there.
I picked at something.
Whoa,
Too much.
wait a minute.
Never mind. I don't even know.
Work on that security job. You got it in a fight.
No, there was I was.
You had a goiter.
You pick it at it.
All right. Well, hey, I have a tendency to do that too.
I'm anal like that. I'm fucking OCD like that.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Jim seems to be amused by it, but
anyways, more important things.
Yes.
Why don't we just get it? If we can fire Quinn, why don't we just do what we did with fucking what's his name? With Martin. Look what he's done with the defense. Get a guy who can do something with the offense.
I think he's poised to take over if David Quinn, but I think the staff is I think the upper echelon is kind of happy where the Rangers are. I mean, I know they think they're in the playoff hunt, but
that's the problem. There's the problem right there. That's the fucking problem. They're not making the playoffs, so cut the shit. And you know why they want to make the playoffs?
Why do they want to make the playoffs?
What do you think?
The money?
They want that sweet fucking playoff, that sweet playoff gate money.
Can you blame them? Can you blame them?
I understand. I know, but
what do you let 8,000 people in for those? I don't know where they can make all that gate.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's better than nothing.
They want fucking that sweet playoff money, man.
Well, it wouldn't.
I understand, but they're not going to make the playoffs.
I don't think they're making the playoffs.
Probably not.
They can't. Again, they can't. They can't go on a roll. They just can't get it going.
They win one, they lose one. They win two, they lose two. That's it.
Well, I agree.
Like I said, get a fucking offensive guru. If you're not gonna fire Quinn, get some fucking offensive guru to be the offensive coach, like Martin's the defensive coach. You know what I'm saying? Because Martin has done. Oh my God, a beautiful job. Imagine when Fox and Lindgren and Miller are in their prime.
That D's going to be scary. Scary good.
I agree
Those
with
guys are in their prime.
even Brendan Smith and Libor Hayek. You don't
I
really.
mean, yeah, they're good. I mean,
And, like,
like
you
here,
don't-
I don't give a shit. Fuck
And I know, but I'm just saying, like, you don't say, "Oh, you're not looking at these guys going and making mistakes every which way."
Look, man, I can live with Miller making a mistake. I can live with Kako, Laugh, and Kravtsov. I can't live with a fucking guy like Trouba making a mistake. That's when I flip my fucking table.
Right. Well, that's what happened in that overtime. He had a glorious chance in the overtime, and he shot it off the glass. Of course, Sam said, "I think Ullmark got a piece." No, he didn't. Just got to hit the net, Trouba. Come on. Paying those big fish nagels, you better do something.
You're damn right. I can do hell. Friggin' Cutter could fucking coach the team better. You kidding me? Come on now.
All right. So if you're anti David Quinn, tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me what he's doing wrong.
The fact they've botched Kako, Laugh, and Kravtsov, that's a pretty big indictment. They've totally botched those three guys.
How?
Laugh's confidence is shot.
How do you know that?
Completely shot.
How do you know that?
Look
How
how
do
he's
you know
playing.
that? How do you know that?
Look how he's fucking playing.
He doesn't. Coach is right. He doesn't look super enthused out there. I mean, they hate to agree with you. And Kako, he scores a goal. He looks like he's lost his best friend. Now, Kravtsov, he's only played one game.
Yeah, exactly. But look,
he's been botched.
But I'll tell you what, Kravtsov played a pretty good game, and he played kind of a safe game. I learned he's changing.
And there's the problem.
Here we go.
Like, there's the problem. They play a safe fucking game. Safe games don't win championships.
Well, you know what? Costa again.
You want to make the playoffs? Stop playing a fucking safe game then.
One of the beat reporters yesterday or the other day asked David Quinn, one of the former coaches here, John Tortorella, said that safe is death. Do you think the Rangers play too safe? And he had no answer to that because,
of course not. Why would he?
Do you guys think they're Jim? Do you think the Rangers play too safe?
No, I think they play too fancy.
Okay. All right. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Is that the same thing?
No,
same thing
safe
as
is
being
like
too
waiting
safe?
for the other team to do something first and reacting, or like playing for a tie. I think
play not to lose.
Play not to lose. I mean, you know when the Rangers way back when, probably under the Tortorella era, was when they went into the third period with a lead, it was like it was a done deal. The Rangers would always win.
Well,
I don't feel that way now.
They also had one of the best goaltenders in hockey.
Yeah, one would fucking steal the
That's
fucking
true.
game.
That's true. Fair points on either side. I believe that
I just don't. I don't. The Rangers are 17 and 15, 17, 15 and 5. They have 39 points, and no matter how you slice it, they are 4 points out of a playoff spot. I don't know where people expected them to be in year 2.5 of a fucking rebuild. After a pandemic-shortened season with no playoffs, no preseason, and a 52-game season. I don't know. I don't know what people expected. Tell me who they're better than in this division. Are they better than the Devils? Yes. Are they better than Buffalo? Yes. Are they better than any other team in this division? I mean, honestly, put aside the 9-0 and 8-3 wins. Are they better than Philly? Are they really better than Philly?
I think they are.
Okay. Well, they're even with Philly.
Yeah, I don't.
Are they better? Are they better than Boston? No. Really? Are they better than Boston?
Boston. No, they're not better than Boston.
Are they better than Pittsburgh?
They've been getting killed by Pittsburgh. No, you can't.
Are they better than the Islanders?
No.
And yeah, they've beaten Washington 4 out of 6. But I mean, is that because the Rangers are a better team, or are they just catching the Caps on good nights? Are they beating the Caps in a playoff series? Probably not, right?
Probably not. No.
So who are they better than?
Well, I
don't understand these fans that are screaming game after game that this guy has to go. What were you expecting? This team is plus 18. They're in fifth place, 4 points out of a playoff spot. What were you expecting?
I think the biggest indictment are those three guys.
Well, what were you expecting? What were you expecting from them? They are 18-year-old kids playing in a man's game. I mean, not every guy is Sidney Crosby. They're not all Alex Ovechkin. These guys weren't that supposed to be that good. You know, I'm talking generation. They're not generational talent.
You got to let them play.
But they got to learn how to play both ends of the ice.
All right.
In the NHL with men. I just don't know what the expectations are. Tell me who would have coached this team from the beginning of the year? Who would have them in playoff position right now? The answer is nobody, because they're not that good. They're just not. You're going to tell me Barry Trotz would take this roster? You're going to tell me that they're going to be in second place if Barry Trotz is with this talent? Are they really going to be that much better? No, because he's a defensive style coach and their defense is fine. And again, I will say this for the 500th fucking time. If Mika Zibanejad scores goals in 4 more games, the first 20 games of the season, the Rangers are in the playoffs right now. And nobody wants the coach fired. Nobody. I mean, is it all the coaches?
Panarin's vacation, the D'Angelo situation, a lot of, adverse things. I think you
got to admit, Martinez's done a better job than Ruff. A way better job.
I'm not denying that at all. He's done a fantastic job.
Done a great job.
It's just they got to straighten out the offense. That's the key. That's the thing.
Oh, that's the thing
And the power play. Oh my God! Don't even get me started with the fucking power play. Don't even get me started. I want to flip my table, my desk. They want the highlight reel fucking goal. They want the perfect shot.
I mean, did anybody expect this team to make the playoffs this year?
No.
I didn't.
I didn't think so, but I'll be honest. I really thought Lafreniere would be far along in this. I thought he would be have 12 goals and 20 assists or something like that. Nothing unrealistic, but it's starting to build, and you certainly get this from the people in Canada that Quinn really isn't the guy. And again, I agree with you on all your points. I mean, these guys are young. And they're not Sidney Crosby. They're not Connor McDavid. They're not Austin Matthews. So they're not going to come in the league and be, major players right away. But I do see the same thing occurring with these forwards where even Hedl wants to play more. Did you hear him talking about that? Hedl, he wants some more playing time. But Hedl, you got to earn your bones in this league. I mean, there are superstars. I wouldn't say superstars, but they're much better players ahead of you. He understands the process. I mean, I don't know. I would like to see more offensive production out of some of the younger guys. And I don't know if that's to blame the coach's system or whatever. But I agree with Jim. All in all, what they have and how young they are, you can't really expect them to be better than most of the teams ahead of them. And the Flyers' goaltending stinks. I mean, the Flyers' goaltending are terrible. Their defense is terrible. I think the Rangers are better than them. The Bruins, they've got Tuukka Rask and Halak. They've got Brad Marchand and David Pastrnak. And, they have there was some worries on defense, but Charlie McAvoy's done a pretty decent job without Torrey Krug. They got some players on that team.
Let me ask you this question. Is JD just a figurehead president, or is he the president? Like the president?
I think he's the president. Came out as soon as that Adam Herman thing came out. He was right.
You don't think JD wants to bring his own guys in to run the team?
He got a perfect situation. He's taken over a team that was already committed to, not don't think about playoffs. We're rebuilding, and he got the number 1 pick last year. So
yeah, but now they're
guys he's going to bring in.
Now they're gonna do everything they can to make the playoffs for the reasons I just said.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would want them to try to make the playoffs. You want them to tank. What's the sense of tanking? I'm not assured of anything with these draft picks.
Yeah. This draft's gonna be garbage.
I'm
hearing it's very defensive heavy this draft.
See, we look at it through Ranger color glasses, but like New York Ranger fan says, they're all at the top of their class. So,
and you talk about developing young players. Is Adam Fox not developing, or do we not give credit to Quinn for that because that doesn't fit the agenda?
I think part of it is Martin too.
Okay, but both of those guys
last year too.
But both of those guys played well last year before Jacques Martin showed up. Do those guys just coach themselves?
All right.
I mean, I just think people had unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, they want to win. I mean,
I think
I want to win too.
I think truthfully, with Kako and Laugh on the team, they were saying, okay, we want to see what these guys can do because everybody's pitching a tent over these two guys.
All right. Well, okay. Let me ask the guys who what would you like them to do with Lafreniere and Kako? Put them on the first line, put first and second lines.
Yeah,
play every power play. I mean,
give them a shot. Now, if they want to make the playoffs, okay, I kind of understand that. You want to go with your best horses, but I mean now we're in a situation where we're on the cusp. You know what I'm saying? So what do you do now? Do you go all in to the playoffs? And if we don't make the playoffs, then what happens? What are they going to say? Are people going to lose their minds? If we say okay, we're gonna go with Laugh and Kako, we're gonna ride these guys because we want to see what they can do. And if even if they don't make the playoffs, if they open some eyes, those two guys, then it's okay. Next season we have to make the playoffs next season for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I don't disagree with you. Next year they should be a playoff team.
Yeah. You got a weird.
What do you think? You think do you think they should try to make the playoffs, or do you think that's a bridge too far?
What this year?
What
this year?
Yeah.
What is trying making the playoffs?
I think you should always be trying to make the playoffs.
I mean, what does that entail?
Like
Are you trading for players now to make the playoffs?
Like I said,
no, I'm not making any moves to bolster.
You're not trading
playoffs.
any assets this year at the deadline,
right? Not even Smith.
Well, he's a borderline asset.
You're not getting much more for Smith than you got for Brendan Lemieux, if that. And that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, the Rangers will not be buyers at all at the trading deadline.
He's another one I can live without.
Yeah.
I like Brendan Smith, but I can live without him.
Yeah. Like I said, I think part of the beef with Quinn is Kako and Lafreniere. I think that's the biggest beef. They're like, what are they doing with these two fucking guys? They're playing like bums. Like they're fucking.
But they're not. But they.
I understand they're rookies, but if you're picking 2 and 1, you want to see something. I know you're not going to see the Crosbys and the McDavid.
Why do we always give the player the pass?
What?
Why do we always give the player the pass and it's the coach? My thinking is always, well, you know what? Play yourself up to the first line. You talk about entitlement. Score some goals on the third line. Show me you can do without the best players dishing you the puck. Without then you get moved up.
Right.
In the old days, that's how it worked. So,
but I don't know if these players can put their heads down and just, muscle their way to the net because it's all.
I just think Quinn right now is more like a development coach, and some guys are not developing as fast as we like, but some are. So we can't discount the ones that are. You can't have one and the other. He's bad with youth, but we see Adam Fox. We see Keandre Miller. We see now again, Keandre's been here since Jacques Martin's been, but these guys also prospered under Lenny Ruff. So I think the coaches get they become we ask for their heads first, but sometimes you got to just say it's the players.
Yeah, I think it's just been a mixed bag with Quinn. I mean, he's done some good things. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say this guy has been a total disaster. It's just, again, people are going to point at Kakko and Lafreniere as, hey, man, what are you doing? Fuck, man. We got these two guys who's going to be basically our franchise for possibly the next 10 years. And I mean, like I said, Lafreniere is playing like he's confident is completely shot. It's almost like they're afraid to make a mistake. That's the thing, and they're going to make mistakes because they're rookies.
Absolutely.
But I think that's the problem. They're afraid of making a mistake, and they're going to be riding the pine. But at the same time, again, they're rookies.
Right.
A guy like if a guy like Zibanejad makes a mistake, it's a mulligan, Howden, forget about it. That guy is like he obviously knows where the bodies are buried. This guy gets mulligan after mulligan after mulligan after mulligan. That's ridiculous. Enough.
He's just a fourth line. He's a fourth line player. He's defensive.
But he's playing. But he gets every opportunity. Every fucking opportunity. If Kakko makes
to play the fourth line and kill penalties.
If Kakko makes one mistake, one little mistake, he's riding the pine. Lafreniere, he's riding the pine. Come on.
But apples and oranges.
All right, but I'm just saying. I mean, if you're gonna treat these top players like that, you might as well trade. Go back to the old way. You're trading your ones for a bunch of mercenaries who don't give a shit, and you want to make the playoffs at any cost. Playoffs or bust mentality.
I mean, everybody goes crazy over Brett Howden. This guy's 22nd on the team in time on the ice. I mean, Philip DiGiuseppe is one of the only regular forwards who has less ice time than Brett Howden, Kevin Rooney, and Gauthier.
Yeah, why isn't Gauthier? Oh my God, why isn't this guy playing?
He's just Gauthier. I think he's a straight line. He just skates in a straight line.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? I mean, he's a
I
good skater, but
I don't know why. What's his name doesn't? I'm taking him aside and says, "Hey man, I see you're a big guy like me. We need and start exchanging notes, him and Kreider, because you can't teach size. You can't teach those are some two big mudsuckers,
I don't know where Eddie went.
Maybe to the can.
Well, I would assume that's where he is. So I don't know. I don't think Quinn's going anywhere.
We're in an interesting situation. This team, like you said, we're 4 points out of a playoff spot. Do we go all in and hope for the best, or it becomes another situation where we're gonna pick like 15th in the draft? We're gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I could see why they want to make the playoffs. This is a weak draft.
Right. Well, at least that's what they're saying. Excuse me.
I mean, this guy Owen Power, this guy could be basically a better version of what's his name on Tampa. Fucking Hedman, a better version of Hedman.
Who is he? Bobby Orr? I think the Heavens, a Norris Trophy winner. Who we
You know
talking?
what I mean? This guy's a big guy, and big guy can skate like the fucking wind. You know, those don't grow on trees in freaking hockey.
Well, I don't know. I'm sick and tired of the future. I mean, we got the guys in place now. The Rangers got to get it going. They got to, and I agree with Jim. I mean, where did you think they were going to be? You know,
I mean, to me, like I said, all I cared was I want to see what these two guys can do.
Well, they got to do it. Kako had an opportunity in that overtime and in that shootout, and he shit the bed. I mean, don't you think the coach is showing him confidence there, saying, "Listen, we believe in you. Well, this is a confidence building moment." He could have.
You put what's his name on the 3-on-3. He should be shot. You put Trouba on the 3-on-3. Were you nuts? Were you fucking nuts?
Who else you gonna put out there? Who are you gonna put out there?
Fox.
Fox was out there to start the 3-on-3.
Who was it? It was Fox, Trouba, and who?
Miller. Miller was out there on the 3-on-3.
He's talking in circles over here. He's talking in circles. I want to find this. When what's his face? When Lemieux got traded,
Lemieux.
I just say Lemieux's name. I think it was Vince Mercogliano.
Get out of here, you bum.
He tweeted that the Rangers might bring up against certain physical teams a goon from the AHL.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
Kirsten or something like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to look what his name was. I saw a really good one-punch.
The problem is you're not going to find a lot of players who can mix it, who are good players and can mix it up at the same time these days. No more. A lot of them are soft, right?
Mason Gearston.
Yep.
Yeah. Heard that mudsucker.
I don't think this guy is a prayer. Very. Watch the fight. See if you can get the fight against Vinny Arsenault.
6'4", 221 pounds.
Yes. Who knows? That's not their answer. And I think the third and fourth lines are played decently. Everybody makes a big stink about Colin Blackwell. I think he's got annoying facial hair, but other than that, he's been productive. Rooney hasn't been bad either.
Yeah, who'd have thunk it? Who'd have fucking thunk it?
And if you want to talk about youth, he had that third line was Hedel, Kravtsov, and Lafreniere. I mean, how young you want to get? So, I mean, I don't know.
Been a big surprise. Been a pleasant surprise. Blackwell.
This guy looks like he's 45 years old.
He looks older than Jack Johnson. This guy. He looks like Kingpin. What's that? Woody Harrelson from Kingpin. He's been a career age.
He's got fucking Derek Stepan fucking hair.
Yeah, the Bald Avenger.
Here's
hey Mason, hey Darren, or whatever his name is. Here you go. Yo, eat your heart out.
here's our.
What? They put a hair on him now?
That's a mullet, man.
What was that guy? That's a
mullet man.
See if you can find on YouTube the fight with him against Vinny Arsenault.
Let me see.
Vinny Arsenault.
Let's see. Mason.
Vinny arsehole?
I saw.
Okay, hang on.
All
right. Share audio.
Sorry, guys. So this is like the show's. I had some gastrointestinal issues I had to settle before.
Vinny Arsenal, like the hockey, like the football, like the soccer team.
Here's our boy 44, right?
Good.
Watch the shot at the end.
Wow! There you got bit. Yeah, world star.
That's
our savior.
Our savior. Too bad the whole league isn't a bunch of Vinny Arsenault.
Right.
He'd be up now.
Right.
Wow. That was some punch. But yeah, that's what it's come down to.
All right, Costa. Anything else?
No.
All right.
Take care, my friend.
All right.
Take it easy. We'll see you next time.
Don't pick at it.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
All right. Schedule-wise, Edward.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We got Pittsburgh tomorrow night. We got Pittsburgh Thursday night. Got the Islanders Friday night. Got the Islanders Sunday night.
What can I tell you? I mean, I'm resigned to not making the playoffs, and then I'll be suckered back in. And then, Sam and Joe will sit there with the standings and tell us how many games, and I'll get suckered right back in.
Right. When they win 3 out of these 4, you get sucked back in. We'll come on next Monday night and be all full of fun and playing the music and celebrating, and then they'll lose 4 in a row to the Devils.
Right.
They'll lose all 4 of those games next week to the Devils.
And that can't happen. Lindy Ruff comes back. I just, God, please, just somehow win 2 against the Islanders. There was a hate crime on Arsenal. Yeah. I tell you, some of my friends, they can't stand the state of hockey. They can't stand it. There's no toughness on this team. It drives them nuts. And they want to see that guy in the lineup. But that guy in the lineup doesn't stay in the lineup. Especially for defensemen. You fight, you're out, and now you're short and bench. Cutter's on a beer run, apparently.
Reporting in. Oh, there he is. Look
it's like Beetlejuice.
He just showed up. Yeah, Beetlejuice. So, Jeff, Darwin was asking where you were. Why are you being nasty to him?
Yeah.
He was just asking where you were. He likes you. He said last week he likes it when you call in. Why are you being nasty to him for?
Yeah. Learn
Jack
some manners, you putz.
Have another beer. Pain in the ass. Can't just be nice to people.
I think he likes
he complimented you last week. Then go play Song Pop.
Song Pop?
Then go play Song Pop.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Go drink your soda pop and play Song Pop.
Go drink your rutabaga beer and play your Song Pop.
Song Pop. Wasn't that like hot like 10 years ago?
Right.
Just like everything else. He's playing NHL 98.
NTN trivia. NHL 98.
Get out of here, you goof.
Right. Go play your song, Pop, then.
Song Pop over this show. How dare you, sir?
Oh, brother.
Guy's a fool. Oh. Wow, Darwin, you got a short fuse. You got a long fuse.
Right.
Not like the rest of us here. We're ready to drop the gloves at any moment.
Kevin Gonzalez.
Bop it. Yeah. Gus is playing Bop It, you know. It's like a way you got to guess the song. It's like a internet thing. Name that tune, basically. Bop It. I've seen him in store.
Darwin, that's just everybody likes Cutter. Cutter thinks everybody hates him, but
He's
everybody
only
likes
comfortable
Cutter.
being the heel.
Right. He just thinks he's the bad guy. It's like he's the worst bad guy of all time. He's like the honky tonk man.
The worst heel of all time.
He's like Akeem the Dream or whatever. The one. So, all right. So you want to come back, I guess, Monday night then?
Let's do it. Monday night broadcast seemed to be a charm.
We'll have a lot to talk about. We got 4 games between now and then.
Hopefully I'll remember them. Not to make little notes after every game. I should.
Yeah, why not? Like Paulie D with your notes.
Oh, God.
Let me go over my notes here, Kotze.
I know.
All right.
That hasn't been on the air since like 2012. His clips still go on and on.
Nobody listens to that show anymore. The only time they hear him is on the air.
All right, folks. We got to get. I just...
Anything else, Paul? Anything else, Eddie? Paul?
I know.
Anything else, Paulie?
No, big boy. Yeah, I'm all good, man.
Good morning, everybody. The Paulie erupted like a volcano last night, so I got my buckets of water. I got the water hoses out. I might have to wet them down a little.
Oh, my God. Well, I just know that. Just give me some satisfaction, for Christ's sakes. Make it worth my time to watch these damn games. How the Mets doing?
Mets are up 2-0.
Nice. What inning?
Top of the 5th. The Mets are at bat. They had
hours in.
DeGrom had an RBI single in the last inning. Yep. Lindor's up right now.
Bust.
Yep. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Stinks.
So was it the 5th inning? Was that 6 hours into the game?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Not bad. Not bad.
A lot of fans in the stands in Philly, and I don't know if masks are optional or what.
No, Philly, they don't give a shit.
I see a lot of people without masks on. I mean, I don't care. What the fuck,
Philly's it's a rogue state.
Personally, I think if you're vaccinated, you shouldn't have to wear a mask anywhere anymore. That's it. I'm vaccinated.
Basically, Mama, I feel the same too, but I don't know if the person next to me is vaccinated or not. I got to look for a card. Ask him for a card to sit next to him. I don't care. I'm just doing what I want to do. At this point, I'm fully vaccinated. If I got to wear a mask, I wear it. If I don't have to wear a mask, I don't wear it. So that's it. But anyway, enough of that nonsense. So give me some satisfaction, New York Rangers. Are we going to see Shesterkin again next game, or do you think they're going to go to just as I said, if Brett Anderson gives me the answer.
Brett Anderson reporting from the BSU control room that Igor is in net tomorrow.
All right, the Czar. You play the Czar, you're going to go far. Thank you, Griselda.
Thank you, Griselda.
We struggled through Castro and Peston. That thing that was on Costa's face. There's a lot of maladies in tonight's broadcast.
And you know that'll be on the Wheel of One next week. Costa's boil.
Costa's boil. And Eddie's gastrointestinal explosion.
Eddie's Baylock's moment.
Oh, my Lord.
All right. Guys, we love you. Thank you so much for being here. We had a nice packed chat room. You guys were hysterical tonight. As always, we love you. We will see you Monday night. And Eddie, always a pleasure.
Always fun, man. And you guys were terrific in the chat room. Made me laugh all night.
Let's go Rangers. Let's go Mets. Good night, everybody.